We are the Mount San Antonio Consortium for Adult Education. As a consortium, we have pulled together districts throughout the region who are part of the Mount San community. And together we put our hands in the middle and we are collaborating on programs to serve adults throughout the region. This has been a journey like none other, and we are so happy to be where we are today, looking forward to more progress in the future.
And so as we measure student progress, we know that we change lives. But the state, government, the feds, they say, prove it. Prove it. How do you prove that you change lives?
I figured out a way to use just one test that we offer at Bassett Adult School and get as much out of it. Like I try to squeeze as much out of it as I can.
We just want them to succeed. So again, the whole thing about our progress indicators is it's a holistic approach. Not only working with counselors and working in the classroom, but we have also, we think ahead of ourselves as far as let's get them matriculating into college.
We can give A+, B+, and so on, okay, and then break it down that score. Or we can just go to pass and fail.
And we started to develop the different goals and objectives that these books all had in common, that the units that they had in common, the things that they targeted that were common throughout all of the books. And from there, we started developing goals and objectives that would work for our students.
I learned English for 2 years, and then I decided to start taking just general classes in UNSA. And last summer I graduated with Associate of Science.
My biggest motivation to learn English is my family. I feel like I am the only one in my family that have the ability to go to school and to learn English. I want to be able to help my dad and my grandparents when it comes to paperwork or translations, anything you have to do with English in your normal daily life.
Now, measurable data, as well known, means something that you can measure and see a difference in, right? So we're no longer going to be satisfied with 10 started in the program, 10 graduated, and that's it. No, we want to see 10 started 1 year, maybe 15 started the next year, and then 20 completed and were placed in their field of study. Now, we want to show that our programs are worth it.
Now, the two words that are underlined there are expand and improve. So the sole purpose of AEBG is to give us the money, the tools, to be able to expand our programs and improve our programs. Okay, that's why it exists.
And some of the things that we'll talk about are geared towards staying organized, staying on top of things. These are skills called executive functioning skills. That's the technical term we would use, and that's what we really want to target. Yeah, executive functioning skills. Staying on top of things, staying organized, and it's basically the key to academic success.
But we may take a little directional turn and do more vocational training.
There's research and predictors of what's going to help people be successful. So a lot of the transition planning and a lot of the transition assessment focuses on those areas.
Other schools are either in the process of changing or they're in the process of developing new ways to kind of have that first interaction with students. And so I'm just going to talk a little bit about how we do it at SAC ESL, and then hopefully hear from some of the other schools and see how you guys are doing it.
We have 2 testing admins that do that. They give the oral screening and result comes to us, the score, gives us a score, and that tells us which test that they're going to take once they do.
The next step will be assessment if the program requires it. Most of our classes do require an assessment. We use the Wonderlic, which is a 12-minute time test that's basic reading comprehension and math. It's not about what you get wrong, it's about what you get right. So
We are a greater community, and we have a greater obligation to the students that we serve. We show the return on investment through our students. They are our product. They are our statement.
We're so important. We're so important. We help the students move forward. We don't just teach, we transform lives.